House welcomes first speaker on the proposing side.
Mr. Speaker, the House. The motion reads, this House will allow 18-year-olds to vie for political offices in Nigeria. First, from the affirmative, I will show you the nature of 18-year-olds. 18-year-olds are young and ambitious people. We'll also show you the requirements for vying for a political office in Nigeria, which includes citizenship, age. One must possess a minimum of the SSCE certificate and must belong to a political party in Nigeria. Why do we feel 18-year-olds should be given the opportunity to vie for political offices in Nigeria? Over 5 decades before independence, Nigeria as a democratic nation has been ruled by elderly, or let's say aged mothers and fathers who have contributed very little to the development and growth of the economy of Nigeria. And we find this very problematic because the rate of corruption is increasing and yet there is no change. We feel that if young people of 18 years old and above are given the right to vote, then they should be given the right to be voted for. If they can vote, own business enterprises, participate in student union government politics, then they should be given the right to participate in the electoral process of Nigeria by being given the right to be voted for. On this note, I proudly propose.
House welcomes first speaker on the opposing side.
Mr. Chair, the House. On the opposing side, we want to strongly disagree that 18-year-olds should be allowed to vie for political positions in Nigeria. I'd like to add to the attributes of 18-year-olds. They are fragile, they are yet dependent on their parents, they are yet to discover their purpose in life, that is, most of them. They are definitely not experienced enough to vie for political positions in the larger society. She talked about the student union government, 18-year-olds owning and managing businesses. But all those are platforms to prepare them for the larger societies. It's inappropriate to jump off the brooding nest into the battleground. It's like suicide. Talking about experience, it's a very vital necessity for leadership world over. And an 18-year-old is how many years? It's definitely not experienced enough to be a leader in the larger society. Now, the issue of corruption is not left to the older ones alone. It has spread wide down to the grassroots. We should be talking about reorienting Nigerians, changing their mindset, and not about having young people lead us. On the opposition, we maintain that young people of 18 years old are not appropriate to occupy leadership positions in Nigeria. Thank you.
House welcomes last speaker on the proposing side.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, my opponent said 18-year-olds are too young to, hold these political offices. Now, we feel that they are not too young because every experience gained is an experience of itself. Now, we also feel that 18-year-olds have energy to work and they really want to or would put all their energy and effort towards achieving what they want to achieve. I stand to disagree with what she said, that 18-year-olds don't, kind of have visions as to what they want. These are people that have planned or are still planning their lives. And if given the opportunity to hold a political office, would channel their energy towards actualizing the goal and dream of every economy and nation. And that is why, from the affirmative, we strongly believe that they should be given the opportunity. Thank you.
House welcomes last speaker on the opposition.
Mr. Speaker, the House. On the opposition, I still maintain that 18-year-olds should not be allowed to vie for political offices in Nigeria. Have we considered the population they have to contend with? Have we considered the funds they have to manage and the caliber of people that are at stake in leadership? It's definitely not a child's play. It requires somebody who is matured mentally and everywise, somebody who has seen the world, somebody who has gained a lot of exposure. Now, how much exposure has an 18-year-old gained? So definitely, they are not experienced and therefore should not be allowed. Talking about the elder ones who have disappointed us, it's not about their age, it's about their mindset. Let's talk about changing mindsets, not about getting young people, amateurs to vote, to be voted for. Thank you.